I'm Machweni Catherine Sijeng. I'm 33 years old, going on 34. I'm currently based in Phalaborwa in Limpopo. I'm born and bred in Polokwane, Limpopo, and I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma at the age of 32 years and 8 months. The breast cancer that I was diagnosed with was IDC stage 1, which was progesterone and estrogen positive as its receptors. I mentioned 32 years and 8 months because once you start with medical administration, that's how your life begins. You start calculating life in that way from diagnosis through our treatment. So it started with fatigue, really. I was just busy with work. I was busy with the exams, and throughout, I just kept having this blunt pain, just around my breast. And I didn't make much of it, but I realized that I noted it down in my phone on my calendar. During that session, she then says to me, "Oh, I see a suspicion, you know?" And I said, "Oh, what do you mean you see a suspicion?" She says, "No, I need to go get the main doctor now, you know?" And now I'm in panic. I'm like, what does she mean? You know? She says, "No, I'll be back, but I'll be back with the doctor." Okay. I wait, and now I'm just thinking, what could this be? Then he comes in and he greets me and he says, "Okay, let me just double check what's happening over here." Then he says to me, "Oh no." We're having casual chats as well with the dog. Very lovely guy. So we're having casual chats as he's also, busy with the ultrasound. And he says to me, this looks serious, but just be calm. It looks serious." And in the cubicle, I then break down into tears because I'm in panic now. And I'm thinking, I do not know what is happening right now, I'm crying and I'm hurt because this is not what I hoped for. Um, so he then says, "I'm going to assign you a surgeon and your gynae. You're off to Netcare now and go meet them. And they're going to tell you their plans around this. I've already emailed them your results." And he's making calls. He's calling all of these people. So everything is just happening so quick, right? What I will do is I will prescribe Zoladex so that it protects your ovaries during chemo, but I cannot ascertain anything around the eggs. So at this time, he was like so excited because we got so many eggs. I think he said you got like 2 point something nanograms of eggs. That's a lot of babies you could have had. It is real, and they see reason to respond that fast. So surgery then happens on the 5th of April. Um, I get admitted to Netcare Hospital in Polokwane. And so I'm like, if I'm going to theater, I'm going to look cute. So I've got like lipstick on. And I remember the anesthesiologist saying to me, "And then what's going on?" I was like, if I'm going to go down, I better go down looking cute. I cannot afford to look like my problems right now. And it's cute laughs and cute laughs. Back of my mind, I kept on singing "Jesus is Love," So it's so weird when you're lying on a hospital bed and you're seeing all of these lights as they're pushing you on the bed, right? Because you're like facing up and it's just that it doesn't seem normal. Then I get into theater and there are many more lights, like much more lights. It's like bright. And I'm thinking, okay, let's do this. Then they start plugging their things and everything. They get me set for the surgery. I just remember waking up at about 9 o'clock, parched. I was thirsty for water. Wake up at 9 o'clock, and I was also hungry, and I needed to urinate because I had kept it in for so long. And before you go for chemo, trust me, because I almost did not recognize myself. You need to gear up by looking good, because no one prepared me that I knew that the hair is gonna fall, but I didn't know this is how I'm gonna look and this is how I'm gonna feel. I knew that my skin is gonna change, my nails, my tongue, things are just not gonna look normal anymore. But I was not ready to see what my new normal is now gonna look like. So she's now sending me eyebrow stickers on Amazon. So she's in the US and I'm like, no, it's fine, I'll get it on Take a Lot, she says, but before you go for chemo, if you could try, go for microblading, because I'm telling you, child, it's just not gonna look good, And it's funny because I said she's a medical practitioner, and she was like, the thing is, what I found from this is that if you look good, you feel good, And when you look sick, you really get into that emotion of I am sick. And it kind of like changes your train of thought around things. Then I went on and bought a whole lot of face mask serum, a change product, like it was, now we are going in hard, Come the 23rd of May, then I cut my hair because I now knew that it's gonna fall off. So cut it so that we could start getting into that process. I go for chemo, my first session. They call it the Red Devil, but I think I'll call it the Red Angel because it saved my life, really, My father also got diagnosed with prostate cancer, right? I think his diagnosis was in July, I think just before his birthday, on the 17th of July. And he then went to the hospital in Polokwane, and I had to go to, so my gynae then organized that I could get shots of Zoladex at Mankweng, right? And when I got there, I met people, survivors, that have been going through treatment for years, since 2006. And they've been making it, their files look huge, but they are still there. So I think the state tries where it can. It could do better, but the state does. I think they do try, from what I have seen. And I remember my oncologist, he shared something with me, and he was like, a lot of food is modified and processed, and we ingest that. So you can imagine, at my age, you started off with, so nutrition does play a huge role. It does. Nutrition plays a huge role, actually.